always like got in trouble in school. Like I was always suspended from like the 3rd grade up until like high school. Come back, get suspended again. So I never really liked school.
So when I was starting getting older, I needed money. So I would just go about my ways and do whatever I had to do to make money.
I first came here, I was like 14, 15, I came here. I got arrested, I came home, they hooked me up with a job, and they I was coming, but then I had to stop coming here for a while, and then I ended up picking up another charge.
I got caught with a stolen vehicle when I was like 15, and the kid that I was with, he told. So I ended up going to a juvenile youth detention center in Dorchester.
Getting in trouble wasn't an option. I was chased by the police several times, but I kid you not, sometimes we'd just be standing there playing around, and then all of a sudden we'd get chased for something we didn't do. So I kind of have a little empathy in the job when sometimes people run. Like, why'd you run? Well, dude, I don't know. I just didn't want to get arrested.
Cops ruin a lot of people's lives. For them just doing their job, but they, you know what I'm saying, the system did too. But so whatever they teaching them ain't even half of the stuff that be really going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, nobody's perfect, bro. That's why I'm just like, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that they do.
I've been in trouble a lot with the cop. I've been arrested too many times. I can't say I don't like them, but I can't say I like them. It's one of those things, like certain cops, I just don't feel comfortable around them. Here's the type of cop you are, really. There's all different types. I don't trust police. I don't trust the cops.
You just didn't trust law enforcement because there was no community policing. Some cops were cool, but the general consensus in the neighborhood was this: to stay away from cops. They don't like you. You're irritating them if they call you, so, stay away. But regardless of all that, my upbringing and how I was taught history, that everybody helped build this nation, and if you want to do something, you should be able to do it.
I was locked up for 13 months, and then I came home from DYS, and they set me up with this job, and I've been here ever since. That was 2017.
So I said, of course, I said, illegal money, at 16, you'd be foolish to say no. So at least then you don't have to go outside and try to make money, it's guaranteed.
When you provide opportunities for the youth in the community, then you are setting them on the path for success. And that's proven. Myself and several of my friends that did and were privy to programs and initiatives that helped the community were quite successful today.
I was like, yo, what am I doing here? Like, what is this place?
When they said medicine, I was like, medicine, man. I'm like, I know it's not nothing to do with no medicine because I was too young at the time.
Like, I just came here at 8:30 in the morning and looked up. It was already time for me to leave. It was 3:30 and my whole project's almost done, basically. You don't even keep track of time or nothing. You're just into it. After like a month, I did so much different stuff. I'm like, wow, this isn't what I thought it would be like. I thought we was just gonna be like, probably like cleaning the studio, hanging stuff up. But nah, we actually work on this stuff.
There's different stuff we do that has to deal with arts and craft materials, but it's not necessarily just art. Like, you don't come here every day painting or drawing something, or like, it's different type of stuff,
A lot of the young people we serve are young people of color from across the city. And for the first time, I think, in the history of Boston, the command staff of Boston Police looks a lot like the kids that we're working with. So we see this as a real opportunity to grow a project that we started several years ago called Hand in Hand, where we're pairing officer with young person, sort of on a one-to-one basis, creating together.
When we make the hands, it's like a two-step process. So it's first we mix this stuff called Algasafe. So it's the same idea, but just in a larger form. So you stick your hands in it and you let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then it hardens. You pull your hands out. And then we have this fast drying plastic. You mix, it's 2 parts, you throw it in there, and it's it hardens in like 5 minutes. So then they can rip open the cast like right away, and then you can see the hands that are done, which is pretty cool.
We've done already about 200 police officers and 200 young people. The results have been really stunning. The relationships that have been forged and built because of that, and maybe a deeper understanding, who is this young person, who is this officer. And really, I think what we're creating is a dialogue that wouldn't normally happen. In creating that dialogue, we're inviting people to have a relationship hand in hand, one person to another. And I think it's a tool that could be used and have multiple applications. It could be, for example, with able-bodied or disabled-bodied people. It could be with gay or straight people, with young people, with old people. But it really is about how do we create a place that holds the other and how do we humanize each other. Traditionally, the arts are an invitation to do that, and particularly when we create together. I mean, it's really an ancient art form, right? People cleared a field together. They built a cathedral together. People would quilt together. People would farm together. So the necessities of our life depended on us having relationships.
But I spoke with the commissioner. He's cool from when I spoke to him. I don't get like a bad vibe from him or nothing. Like, you know, like this isn't like he's not acting. This is like really how he is. I could tell.
You talk one-on-one, you realize that not all cops are bad, not all kids are bad. You have more in common than you ever thought you would. So by medicine wheel, a mold of the hands together in unity, taking pictures together, smiling and laughing, having conversations, that's what it's about. Then we learn that we're all human. And then we can practice these concepts of empathy, sympathy, care, and respect. That's what he does. Instead of sitting and complaining and somebody should do something, he does it. Maybe we should take a lesson from him. Many people have, but he's definitely leading the way with medicine wheel. And he's initiating friendships and help breaking negative stereotypical views and perceptions about the young men and women in our community, as well as the police officers in our city. It's commendable.
I already look at myself as a king. I'm my own king, my own boss. You feel me? It's never too late to change. You could change at any time. Just that you might have to make a big, huge, and a lot of different changes, but anyone could change at